Hello. So I'm here live again. Do you listen to me? I don't see any comments here. Uh, I don't see comments here, so I don't know. Are you here? Tareen. Aurang Khan Tareen. Are you here? Hello. Hello. Uh, am I? I don't see. Uh, okay. Okay, now it's okay. Good. Okay, Rehman Hashmi. Actually, I'm receiving a lot of messages here in my message, so please don't send me messages to my messenger. How Amjad Ali, thank you. Amjad Ali Moman, thank you very much. Aisha Siddiqa joined. Thank you. So please write the topic that we will be discussing today in the comments. I want to see the topic. What is our topic for today? We should try to focus on the topic. What is our topic today? Naeem Sajjad, Ahmad Akram, Amjad Ali. There is no sound. All going. Aurangzeb Tareen. Are you listening to me? Somebody said that there is no sound. What's the aim of the today's program? You must know Canada is great, Muhammad Mustafa. Actually, I tell people that instead of coming to Canada, take Canada to Pakistan. Think over it. My this small message. Instead of coming to Canada, why not we take Canada to Pakistan? Aurangzeb Khan Tareen, please. People are calling on my mobile. Please don't call. Don't send me messages to my inbox. Are you listening to me? Somebody said it. There is no voice. There is. Yes, Naeem Sajjad. How to attempt paper in CSS is our topic. But there is another part of the topic also. There are two topics. Like in one topic, we have two topics. Yeah. If we carry Canada to Pakistan, it means that we should make Pakistan like Canada. So then there will be no need that Pakistanis will go to Canada or United States or Europe or other countries. Walaikum salam. Thank you, Amatul Maula. Voice is crystal clear. Thank you. Okay. We are listening. Okay. Thank you very much. So please write the complete topic. I want to see you people aware people, conscious people. I'm receiving constant messages, inbox messages. Please stop it. CSF hopeful salamuna. Sangay khaye khachare. So let's focus on our topic. Hafsa Umar, welcome. Thank you. Please write the topic. I want to see the topic written there in the comments. If you don't know the topic, so it is useless if I'm talking. Thank you. Hello. Please write the topic. Who will write the topic? The complete topic of today session. We should not do useless. If you come here to listen to me, so at least you should know what is the topic. Yeah, how to attempt the paper in CSS or other exams. Yes. Personality development. That is one part of the topic. I want to see the topic complete. Personality development and how to attempt exactly. Yes, that is great. Tanya, thank you. Yes, gratitude. When you say thank you, so feel the sense of gratitude and methods to attempt questions in CSS exams. Aurang Khan Tareen. Good. Thank you very much, Aurang Khan Tareen. This is because of you that I'm here. You are running two pages, two groups, great groups, but I will suggest that you should improve the contents. I'm not happy in the of the contents. There are just like some small short comments, but you should focus to develop your groups in a better way to have some substantial material for the participants. Yes, personality development and how to attempt CSS or other exams. I will focus on CSS, but CSS is just an example. Okay, self-awareness. Good. People are joining. Thank you very much. I don't know how to stop my inbox messages. Second, I'm receiving inbox messages and it is disturbing me. You see, each second there is one inbox message. Okay. Masood Riaz, good. Good is not a word. Write more. A sentence. I don't like words. I like sentences. How to improve vocabulary. How to choose topics for essay. Good. New beginner here. Okay. So if you are new and you are beginner, Amatul Maula. So this is really something very catastrophic. You are new and beginner. So don't, you should be one of these two. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I will put privacy later, but now the topic, let us come to the topic. The topic is personality development and how to attempt, how to deconstruct current affairs paper and then how to attempt at given time limits. How to attempt Islamic studies. Good, Syed Hassan Shah. Good. So mute the messenger. Okay, good. Okay, thank you very much. Let us first start from personality. Why I combined examination with personality? Somebody can tell me why personality is important in examination. Because examination is performance under stress. That is stress management. Okay. Yes, perspectives. If I don't like tackle any questions, so please you can repeat the questions later. First, listen to me for a while to explain the topic. The topic is personality development and examinations. Why I combined these two topics? Because examination is your real test of personality. You have 3 hours and you have studied for 1 year, 2 years, 4 years, maybe 10 years. And now in 3 hours, you have to perform and you have to reproduce your knowledge, information, and understanding in those 3 hours. So that is the real test of your personality. That's why if you want to best performance in examinations, so the clue is your personality. Think over your personality. What kind of personality you are? Are you a stress manager? Or you can't sustain stress? Now, for example, I'm here talking to you. For me, it is also an examination. The whole life is an examination. Each and every moment, you are examined by nature, by your health, by your family. You know, by your teachers, by your students. So how to, you are appearing 2019. I will be just talking generally, if that is 19 or 18 or 2020. So you just focus that you must focus on your personality. What kind of personality you are. So please, I want to see someone to define personality. Now, no more comments. Just tell me what is the definition of personality. So personality, I want to see what is personality for you. For example, you are a person. So what is the difference between person and personality? Do you know what kind of personality you are? Have you ever judged, tested, examined your personality? Outlook of a person. This is one part of the personality, outlook. Yes. Way of thinking. Good, very good. Imran Khan Yusuf Zai. This is another part of personality. Cognition. We call it cognition technically. Outlook was the behavior patterns, the habitual behavior, that is outlook. Exposure, persona. Yes, personality is the expression of one's personhood. Views of one's makes personality. Views. Okay. Inner and outer appearance. Good. Behaving. Yes, behavior. That is a part of personality. Behavior is part of personality. The way a person deal things. Good. Munazza. Combination of outer Asif Khwaja. Good. Perception of person. So, personality is such an interesting subject. And there is now a new subject that is called personology. You might have heard it or not. Those people, they know psychology and they have studied, because psychology is not only for psychology. When I was in FSC, I was reading books of psychology at that time. And then I improved from psychology to parapsychology. One is physics and one is metaphysics. So similarly, one is psychology and the other is parapsychology. Psychology is concerned with mind and behavior. That is concerned with your senses. While parapsychology, that is extra sensual perception. When you perceive things and those things are beyond your senses. So then there come spirituality. Spirituality is parapsychology, while psychology is your mind and your behavior. So when we talk about personality, is the way a person deal things under stress. Muhammad Mustafa, yes, this is one part of personality. If we want to define things, so the definition must be comprehensive, which includes everything pertaining to that particular subject. So personology is the study of personality. You can call it a branch of psychology in which personality is studied. So CSS, PMS, all exams, that is the test of your personality. That is not the test of your knowledge. Remember, character, communication, intelligence defines one's personality. Exactly. So personality is what? That is the combination of your internal and external characteristics, which are expressed in the form of habits, behavior, and character. So when these all things are combined together, then it is called personality. We can have another definition of personality, that it is the set of habitual behaviors, cognition, set of habitual behaviors. We can have a behavior. What is behavior? Behavior is our response to stimulus. There is a change in environment. Change in environment is called personality. Stimulus. So what is our response to the stimulus? That is our behavior. For example, you are in an examination hall. You are sitting in an examination hall. It is a change in your environment. It is not the same environment in your bedroom or your drawing room or your that situation. You are now in a different situation. Now, how is your response to that situation? This is called the change in examination hall is the stimulus, while your response to that situation, that is your behavior. Now, habitual behavior. How do you behave habitually? Now, for example, I'm in an examination hall, I'm in a parliament building, I'm in my office, at my home. So usually, what is my behavior? This is one part of your personality. The second part of your personality, that is cognition. Cognition. You know what is cognition? Cognition is your thoughts, your mind inside here. Shakespeare says that we are what we think. Our thoughts make our cognition. And then there is another word which is very important. I don't know here, Aisha Zafar is here or not, psychologist. That is called metacognition. Metacognition. So there is a difference between cognition and metacognition. Metacognition is when you think over your own thoughts. That is called metacognition. So let's differentiate between cognition and metacognition. When you think over your own thoughts, for example, there is one spiritual guru, Osho. So when he gives you a technique how to sleep well at night, and his techniques, that is made of two words: mindlessness and metacognition. Mindlessness means that you stop your mind, because mind is, what is mind? Mind is the function of brain. And what is the function of brain? The function of brain is thinking. So thinking is a process. You can stop it, you can start it. It should not be constant all the time thinking, no. If you want to sleep well, so you must stop your mind. And stopping mind means you must stop your thoughts, your thinking. If you stop your thinking and you can control your mind, so this is called mindlessness. One is mindlessness and the other is mindfulness. Mindfulness is to be aware of your mind, and that is called metacognition. What your mind is doing. Can you control your mind? So great people, they control their mind. Mind is their slave. They are not slaves of their mind. Remember, they are not slaves of their mind, but mind is their slave. Mind is a tool in their hands, an instrument in their hand, and they can control their mind. Exactly. Body language, I will come to this later. Body language is part of communication. So I was talking about mindfulness and mindlessness, controlling your mind. Osho, Osho, read him in Google. He is giving this technique to you, that how you can control your mind, because mind is something, such a very difficult kind of thing to control. So those people who can control their mind, they can control their stress, their thoughts process, metacognition. They can think over their own thoughts. One is cognition, thoughts. One is controlling your thoughts. That is beyond that. Like one is psychology, the study of mind and behavior, and the other is beyond psychology. You go beyond your mind and behavior, so then that is parapsychology. Then we come to the spirituality, soul. Soul is beyond your body and mind. Spirituality, soul. We must explore our soul. Although science, especially exact sciences or physical sciences, natural sciences, they don't recognize soul as yet. But maybe a time comes that they will recognize soul also. So the question is personality. So personality is your habitual behavior, how you behave habitually. Number two, it is cognition, thoughts. And number three, that it is evolved, personality is evolved with biological and environmental factors. Biologically and environmentally, your personality is evolved. Remember, when you were a child, although Osho says that you must be a child throughout your life, because child is the person who enjoys life to the full, a true, honest entity, and not there is no hypocrisy all the time playing, and they do what they want. So that is childfulness. We may not be childish, but we may be childful. So that childhood energy must be there throughout our life. If you are 70 years old, still you should be a child. But from the child to the adult, teenager, and then later on 20, 30 years of your life. So you are changing, evolving your behavior and your cognition, your thoughts. Now you would be happy just on one chocolate, but now you are not happy if you don't do CSS. So your aims, ambitions, the things are increasing. And this increase, yeah, one should be a child. If you are a child, so then you are a happy person, happiness. One must be a child throughout the life. This is again, I learned this from Osho, that you must be a child, but it doesn't mean that you should behave in a irresponsible way. No. Because now I'm coming to the personality types. I think it is clear that what is personality? Personality is your behavior, personality is your cognition, your thoughts, and personality is the expression of your thoughts, your behavior, how you behave, and the pattern, the way, your habits. Usually, how do you behave? So, how you behave at your home, the same you will behave in examination hall also. You might have seen people, on very small, minute, small detail, they're like, fussy. You ask somebody, what is your name? And they will be asking you 1,000 questions. Why you ask my name? What is the purpose? Why, where, how? Although curiosity is good, but sometimes curiosity kills the cat. You must be curious in a proper way, not everywhere. So that is important. Sometime, look at my hand. I don't know you see my hand or not. There are two parallel lines, and these two parallel lines in chemistry, it is in 1 billion not 1 billion, sorry, 1 billion people, one person has these two parallel lines. So what is this? This is palmistry. Palmistry is not psychology, but it is not a science. It is called pseudoscience. But still, these are indicators. If you are in a traffic light, so the red traffic light has nothing to do with your brakes. The physical thing is brake, to stop or start. But the traffic light is an indicator. So this palmistry and spirituality and these things, these are indicators of your personality. But now I will come to the technical part of Javeria. Sir, I also have these lines. These lines must be parallel. The lifelines must be parallel, exact parallel. Most of the people have one line, lifeline. So, yeah, palmistry is my hobby. It is not a science. I like palmistry and it is a science. I enjoy these things. Astrology, horoscope. I am a Libra. So if I was born on 12th of October. So Libra. I am a Libra. So whatever I read about Libra, the personality of Libra, so that I find in myself. So these are just indicators. I'm trying to make it interesting for you. That personality study, that is a very interesting field. Your own personality and the personality of others. In examination, okay, Javeria, then you may send me a picture sometime of your lines, because I never saw in my whole life a person with two parallel lines, lifelines. This is very rare, very strange. So coming back to the topic, that is personality. So personality, there are, we have a lot of models of personality. I will invite you to one model, and that model is Big Five. Big Five, the figure five, Big, Big Five. So when you study Big Five, so Big Five, there are five factors of personality. Number one is openness to experience. Are you open to experience? For example, many people are listening to me. So the experience now to write a comment, a valid comment, an attractive comment, beautiful language. This is an experience. Attractive language, rhetorics, figures of speech, impressive, persuasive language. This is what is required in essay writing. Essay is literary piece of writing, literary, aesthetical touch. There must be literature. Even you are discussing a scientific thing, like you are discussing computer, but you present computer in a literary way, not in a scientific way. Many people don't understand this difference. For example, there is a topic, socio-economic problems of Pakistan. So they will be starting narrating those problems, that we have illiteracy and we have unemployment and we have population, and they will be narrating. What is the difference between current affairs, Pakistan affairs, and essay paper? If the same topic is there, will you write Dua Ahmed? So please forget about the lines now. I told you that you may have another line, because the lines are three, four lines are important. Lifeline, your heart line, emotions, your feelings, your sentiments, intelligence, your mind, your intellectual approach. So different lines are different. We will have some other time discussion on palmistry. Now I focus on personality and examination. I want to combine these two things. So what if you are given a topic, socio-economic problems of Pakistan, in both essay writing and the same question in Pakistan affairs? Will you write the same language? No. If you write the same language, maybe in Pakistan affairs you get marks, but in essay paper you will get 0 marks. Zero, maybe negative. There is negative marking. If the examiner knows your home address, will come and knock at your door and may beat you. If you don't know what is essay and you are writing an essay, so that is something Socrates used to ask people, if you don't know what is justice, so you don't deserve justice. And for him, knowledge was a virtue, that you must have knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, so you don't deserve that thing. If you want to buy a good laptop, so you must have the knowledge of a laptop. Automatically, then you deserve to get laptop, and you will get it one day. So we are discussing personality and examinations. Personality in CSS, PMS, and other examinations. So the big five, number one is openness to experience. You must be open. Some people, they don't want to experience. I am reserved. It is just an excuse. That is a phobia. That is a fear. You can't. This is just, a kind of camouflaging yourself, that I can't. You can't. This is why you say that I'm reserved. There is no one who is reserved or not reserved. This is just, an excuse, a lame excuse. In figures of speech in literature, we call it euphemism, that you are using a polite, a decent word to hide ugliness. Yes. So I'm coming to the paper, exactly to the paper, what we will do in the examination hall. I'm coming to that. But before, you must cultivate, you must prepare the soil. Please don't go for shortcuts. There is no shortcut in life. If your personality is not made, and if I tell you many tips for examination hall, so those tips will be useless. Make your personality first, because CSS is the test of your personality, not of your examination, not of your knowledge. There are many philosophers. I don't take a name, but I had an MPhil in philosophy a very good friend of mine, and he was such a knowledgeable person. And he would write and he would speak in a better way. He had a lot of knowledge, but 3 times he attempted CSS, he couldn't do it. So that is not the test of your knowledge. That is the test of your personality. Okay, so in the essay paper, you use literary tools, figures of speech. You make not parts of speech, figures of speech. So you focus on a literary way. You make the things attractive. You don't start like following out the socio-economic problems of Pakistan. You give it a literary touch. You say that Pakistan, a country of 220 million people, such a huge human resources available to us, but still we are a speck in the Committee of Nations because of socio-economic problems. So now you are making your language attractive. This is called literary approach. In Pakistan, people with average knowledge, yes, they also go through CSS, and that's why we see our standard of our bureaucracy, that in spite of such a huge examination and all of, still average people may go to the examination, but if you want to be out of 20,000, you want to be in the top 200, or you want to get your top position, so then your personality must be developed. As I said, you can develop your personality. There is a controversy that whether personality is biological or it is environmental. So there is a consensus that parts of speech are figures of speech. No, not at all. Parts of speech are not figures of speech. We may discuss it some other time in essay writing. Figures of speech are totally different. Nothing to do with parts of speech. Parts of speech are noun, pronoun, adverb, and figures of speech are simile, metaphor, personification. Totally different things. If you have the Exploring the World of English, so there is a chapter on figures of speech. There is no chapter on parts of speech, because parts of speech is basic grammar that you must know in primary, secondary classes, while figures of speech is a little advanced type of composition. Okay. Now, coming back to the topic of personality, so number one was openness to experience. Are you open to experience or not? Are you happy in a cozy, comfortable place where you are sitting or sleeping, or you are open to adventure? You are open to experience. This is the first important thing for a CSS aspirant, that he or she must be open to experiences, not closed. Don't close your mind, don't close your personality to new experiences. This is number one, big five. Number two is conscientiousness, not consciousness, conscientiousness, because one is conscious and the other is conscience. So do you have conscientiousness? It means that are you vigilant person, dynamic, active. Your antenna works. For example, I'm speaking now, so my words come inside your brain or not, in mind or not. Are you listening to me 100%, or you are sleeping thinking over, your girlfriend or boyfriend or your mother or your market or buying new clothes or what? Where are you? If you are here now, right now at the moment, so you are a conscious person. You are aware. Okay, this is called awareness. And self-awareness is very important for a conscientious person. Self-aware. Man arafa nafsuhu faqad arafa rabbuhu. This is a very important thing. You must be aware of yourself. And what is yourself? Body, mind, soul. Your body. Healthy body. I never go to a doctor. Never in my life. Maybe in some emergency. But I never go to a doctor. Yes, I go once or twice to an hospital to do my checkup. Every test available I do. But never go to a doctor for antibiotics or medicines, or never. Yeah, I had some accidents in my life, emergency, but usually I avoid doctors. Health, that is important. You must be aware of your demands of your body. Sleep. You must sleep well. Time management. I have a lecture on time management. So you must sleep 7 to 8 hours. Must. The people who are like sleeping less and working more, they are not successful people. Your body has demand on you. You must accept the demands of your body. Food, dress, you know, these things are not makeup. I will suggest to the female participants that don't waste a lot of time doing makeup and cosmetics and those things. No. Inside beauty, spiritual beauty must be, clean from inside. Then your face will automatically be brilliant. People are wasting a lot of time on those cosmetic things and 1 2 hours in the looking glass. No, please forget about such things. Make yourself strong. Exercise. Football, I recommend football, soccer, not cricket. Avoid cricket. This is my personal suggestion or advice or whatever you call it. No cricket. Football. 90 minutes of football is such a spiritual experience that you will. We are going to start LSI, Life Skills Institutes, throughout Pakistan, in each town and village. Life Skills Institutes. On my timeline, you can see the details. So our official sport is football, soccer, not any other. You can do in your private life whatever you want, but personally, I will suggest football. Okay, sorry. This boyfriend and girlfriend. This was just an example, just to make a little sense of humor. Try to understand the things should not be taken in a rigid way. Openness to experience, and then conscientiousness. That is important. So makeup is not necessary. I'm trying to challenging some of your thinking or critical thinking skills, taking some extreme positions, because this will make you aware. If I'm telling you like the same usual stuff, so you will be not aware. I'm trying to make you awake, telling you something new, different. If I say no cricket, only football, so this is what? This is something iconoclastic. People who are innovative, the people who go for innovation and creativity, they will talk different things. They will not tell you the same usual stuff all the time. So be specific. I'll be trying to deal with the topic in a better way. So personality, number one, that was openness to experience. Number two, that was how to build personality. I'm coming to that. Improving our personality. Number two, how to build this is be what I said, open to experience. Number two, what you will do, that you should be a conscientious person. You must be vigilant, aware of your environment, of your own self, of your body, of your mind, and of your soul. Balance in these three things. I told you body, so it means health, food, dress. This is body. Mind, philosophy, thinking, knowledge. That is mind. And soul, spirituality, inside, cleaning your own self. No spiritual diseases like greed, jealousy, envy, such kind of things. If you remove from your inside, then you're a spiritual person. Okay, so the next thing for the personality, the third one, that is extraversion. That the people who some people are introvert, all the time busy introspection inside their thoughts. So that is, you must be extrovert. And the next is that is neuroticism, not neurotic, not neurosis. The people who come under stress all the time, if they are in a way that they can't deal a situation. In psychology, we call it coping a situation. If there is a difficult situation like an examination, how you cope that is called coping. So if you have these 5 things, then your personality will be automatically developed. Yeah, one thing that I forgot, that was agreeableness. Agreeableness. Do you have the habit to agree with people? And if you disagree, so in a polite way, people will disagree with you in a rough, harsh, hard way. They will disrespect you. This is a personality type. And some people will disagree with you with due respect, with valid arguments, with reasons. So then that is called agreeableness. So these are big 5. If you have these big 5, then your personality will be built. Then your personality will be developed. So theory and practice, these two are interconnected. There are no shortcuts for the practice. If you read Plato, Socrates, and Aristotle, so everything starts from an idea. The idea is that if you don't have an idea, you can't do practice. And Plato called it archetype. If there is no idea of a chair in the mind of a carpenter, so she or he will never invent the chair or fabricate or make it. So idea is very important. If you don't know what is personality, what are the types of personality, what are the traits of personality, you have never heard the word personality, so how you can build your personality? And if you can't build your personality, so you can't perform well in examination hall. These things are interconnected. So I just want to make you aware, this is called sensitization. Sensitization means that you sensitize a person, like we call it gender sensitization. Gender sensitization means that what matters, that is person, not gender. Person matters, and this is why each person has a unique personality. There are bad persons, there are good persons. But all the women are not bad, or all the women are not good. And all the men are not bad, and all the men are not good. This is called gender sensitization. To make you sensitize in gender studies, which is a 100 marks paper, the basic concept is to sensitize you in a way that you are aware that there is a difference between sex, S-E-X, sex, and gender. This is called sensitization. If you are not sensitized, then you won't behave in a proper way. So today, I want to sensitize you on personality. Build your personality. Be open to experiences. You must make your mind sharp, aware, vigilant. And then you must be a person with agreeableness, pleasant attitude, positivity, optimism. Optimist has the horsepower, while a pessimist has brakes of a horse. Optimist invented aeroplane and pessimist invented parachute. Think about these things. Okay, you must be an optimist to have an aeroplane, which is a big things, but in an examination hall, you must be also you should have the parachute. So once you have an impressive personality, then automatically you will perform well in examination hall. Now, you are preparing yourself for, you are building your personality 1 year, 2 years, and now you are in examination hall. What you will do? How you will attempt the questions? How you will tackle the questions in each paper? Your personality is already built. In those 3 hours, you can't build your personality. This is just, this is the problem in Pakistan is the people are not research based. They just want ready-made things. Give me a book, I want to do CSS. Just reading one book, you can't do CSS. It is not possible. Build your personality first. Then, and one of the tips that I'm going to share with you today, that behave like a CSP, behave like a PMS officer before you are a PMS officer. Then you will see the difference in your personality. Behave like them. You are not a CSP, but behave a responsible person, a conscious person, open to experiences. The person whose personality is extrovert. A CSP cannot say I am a reserved person. You are an assistant commissioner and you have to talk to hundreds of people. I worked as assistant commissioner for more than 5 years, and I remember that I was assistant commissioner in Karak. And one day when I came out of my house, so there were, everywhere there were black turbans. And hundreds of people were there, and they were protesting against an NGO in that area. I had to talk to those people. If I am like a reserved person, no, I'm telling my Tahsildar or my reader that please tell them that he is a reserved person, he cannot talk to you. So that is not the person that the CSS examiners want to see in you. You must be a problem solver. Problem solving is a life skill. Critical thinking is a life skill. If you have these skills, then you will be a better CSP. Okay, now coming to the examination hall. You are inside the examination hall, so your personality outside will now be manifested. What kind of person you are. You see the paper. For example, this is essay writing paper. And you see all the questions and you see what the hell, it is all Greek to me. I don't understand not a single sentence, because there are essay on literary topics, philosophical topics, science topics, current affairs, and you are like, there are sometimes words that you have never seen in your life. So that is called coping. Just linguistic analysis means divide the topic in words. Think over each and every word. Do you know the words? Not the sentence, the word, the unit. The unit of language is word, not sentence. Sentence is the unit of syntax, syntax, syntax. That is another thing. That is a part of grammar. But we study in syntax, we study sentences, words we study in morphology, and meaning of the words we study in semantics. In phonology and phonetics, then we study the pronunciation. These are the branches of grammar. So before syntax, you come to morphology. You focus on each word. When you will focus on each word, maybe the topic makes a sense to you. And which topic makes a sense to you, choose that topic, because you have to write 3 hours there. I ask people to write 3 sentences at least. Why? Because this is a writing skill improvement technique. If you can't write 3 sentences comment, how you will write on the same difficult topic for 3 hours? That is the test of your knowledge, but that is the test of your personality also. How much creative you are, how much you are open to experiences, how much extrovert you are, how much agreeable person you are. At that time, you are real, yes, cool-minded. That is agreeableness. So cool-minded people, they are agreeable. Many people, they will talk against you or talk to you. So that examination question, maybe you don't like it. That may be against your religion, that may be against your ideology, that may be against your personality, but how you respond to that. So I will come back to the topic, which was behavior. What is behavior? Behavior is a response to stimulus. What is stimulus? Stimulus is change in environment. Now you are sitting in the essay writing paper. So what is your response to that topic? Analyze the topic in words and then read all the topics in one go, like give it 5 minutes, not more. 5 minutes. Which one attracts you naturally, spiritually, parapsychologically? Your guts feeling, inside, your intuition. Oh, yes. For example, you go to a store to buy clothes, and out of hundreds of clothes, you select one all of the sudden. So that is your inside feeling, your gut feeling, or your intuition, your emotional spirituality. That is important. Yeah, confidence is part of the personality. If you have these big five, so then you will be confident. In examination hall, again, your confidence is tested. What is your response to those questions? So please, the one it attracts you spiritually inside, choose that one. Maybe you are confused. I know all. Maybe you are totally dark. I know nothing. Maybe there is such a brilliant person you are that you know each and every question. Depends. This is personality. Each person is unique. Each person is different. This is called personality. God put soul in us, the same soul. The essence is the same inside, but the expression is different. And this expression is personality, while soul is spirituality. I want to make your horizon broad so you can understand the things in a different way. Yeah. So if you are masters in literature and you have a literary topic, so why not you go for that? Your professionalism, that is important. Your knowledge, information is important. Your data, that is important. Data should be used only in Pakistan affairs, current affairs, everyday science paper, and maybe Islamia. Never in essay writing. In essay writing, you can use data, but again in a literary style. For example, you are talking about the population of Pakistan, so don't just write population of Pakistan is 220 million people. No, this is a current affairs or Pakistan affairs language. In essay writing, your language will be totally different. What a huge country with 220 million population. In the Comet of Nations, our status is number 6. Giving it attraction, persuasiveness. That is called essay writing. How to practice essay writing at home? You must, know what is essay first. I have 2 lectures on essay writing. And if you know essay personally, please, I'm just sharing my personal experience. I never prepared essay writing. Never. I took like more than 5-10 exams, banking council, PCS, PMS, CSS, many exams. But I never prepare writing essay. I know what is essay and I improve my writing skills. I know how to write in a literary way. And then whatever topic is given to me, I do it. I never prepared formally for essay writing and English pressy and composition. Never. I never wasted my time in preparing those 2 papers. 100. And I got more than 70 marks in that. But maybe you can't do that because that is you don't agree with me that this is personality. Personality matters. If you are already a literary personality, I used to write poetry when I was in college. English poetry, Pashto poetry, Urdu poetry, even Persian poetry I used to write. So I had that literary taste. Maybe I didn't need that, but if you are totally from scientific mentality and your personality is totally objective, not subjective, then you may need some special practice. Yeah. So knowledge is important, but more important is understanding. I don't believe that much in knowledge. I believe in understanding because knowledge, just go to Wikipedia. So much knowledge is there. But understanding, how much of that you understand? Like tea making, how to make tea, how to prepare tea. You can write encyclopedia on that. But do you know how to make tea, the understanding of making tea? That is what matters in examination hall. Because you have 3 hours and 5 questions. The test is of your personality and understanding, because understanding becomes part of your personality, not knowledge. Because huge knowledge you have. How you present that knowledge. You don't present the knowledge, you present your understanding. So, for essay writing, I will recommend read the Bible of English, exploring the world of English, there are 2-3 chapters on essay writing. Practice essay writing, but people, the traditional way that you write an essay, then you show it to a mentor, then the mentor correct the grammatical mistakes, and then give you some advices. I don't believe in this approach. If you agree with me or not, but I don't believe in it. Because somebody should not, I'm here in developed world and I see the education system here. They don't correct your mistakes. They make your personality and then you don't commit mistakes. That is the difference. Not spoon feeding that you are correcting your mistakes. It is a very, very wrong approach. And this is why our education system is a disaster. That is a catastrophe. We are just producing blind imitators, not people with good personality. This is the problem. But again, I will come to the nitty-gritty, to the things in the examination hall, how to prepare the knowledge for essay writing. You don't improve, reading, listening, developing your personality, building your personality, then automatically you are getting knowledge. And one thing which is very important, that is love. Love your subject. Don't do it as a task. Don't do it as a work. Love it. Enlighten yourself with the information. Make information part of your personality. Then automatically the things will be inculcated. It will come inside your mind. It will become part of your personality and understanding. Then you will be able to write it in examination hall. So number one tip is that you go and you select the topic which attracts you more. Number two, you start writing on that topic, and this is my tip, my one tip of my success, and that is that after each 5 or 10 minutes, I would read the topic again. I would read the topic again. People start writing and they forget the topic and then they write whatever they want. No. Go again to the topic. What is the demand of the topic? What the examiner is asking you. That is important. Impressive presentation of our understanding of our knowledge is the key then. Yes, exactly. Muhammad Shahriar Rana. This is the key. The key is understanding, presenting your understanding. Excellent. So when you write, you are answering, writing. Now look, some things are basics. No compromise on accuracy. You cannot write incorrect language. This WhatsApp and Facebook and these things made our English a little, I always criticize, don't write I with small letter. I, the personal pronoun I, must be always capital. So the same wrong habit you should not carry to the examination hall. Write complete words, correct words. Sentences must be correct. This is called grammar. Figures of speech is composition. Then it is the later stage. The first stage, that is grammar. So accuracy. Any book for essay guidelines. Explore the world of English. And the best book is Wikipedia. People, they say they are against Wikipedia, but Wikipedia now, they give reference to each and every sentence or each and every paragraph. They give the references. So that is a research-based knowledge based now. It is not like previously that everybody would write everything. Now you have to write a reference there. So Wikipedia, Google is the best source. My approach for preparing is not book based. That is topic based and previous papers based. You forget the things what you do. You forget because it is not part of your personality. On essay writing, I will have another lecture specifically on essay writing. My today topic is examination, general, how to take questions in examination hall. So when there is the topic is given to you, you must read the topic, just a glance, after 5 minutes, after 10 minutes, after 15 minutes. Look at it. Are you writing according to the topic? Because personality is made of our biases. We have a lot of biases. a lot of prejudices. Okay, there is something against Islam, so our antenna is alert, and then we are writing and writing and writing, and then we don't understand that what was the topic. So please read the topic. Interview and personality will be discussed in a different way, but interview is again the test of your personality. That is a direct test. Look, I told you that examine personality is your behavior, your cognition. So examination hall is the test of the part of cognition, while behavior is tested in interview or viva. So, but management becomes quite a task. What to do? Management, you are a manager. So if you are a good personality, so automatically you are a manager. You can manage your thoughts. So how to prepare the current affairs? Again, these questions, I will give you the tip. And the tip is your syllabus topic in past 5 or 10 years papers. First, cover each and every topic in the syllabus. Cover means read the topic, understand the topic from Wikipedia, Google, or any book that you have. Understand the topic, what this topic is. For example, current affairs, foreign policy. Yesterday I delivered a lecture on foreign policy. So, do you understand what is foreign policy? What is foreign? What is policy? What is Pakistan? What is the foreign policy of Pakistan? This is called understanding. What are the challenges of the foreign policy? This is called understanding. And then you write that understanding in your own words. You cannot claim or learning by rote. No. Maybe for multiple choice questions, you learn things. Again, MCQs is not test of your memory. You just see things, and then if you have a knowledge of those multiple choice questions, so automatically you will know what is the correct answer. So my guidance is basically personality development and tackling the questions in an intelligent way. The way is read the topic. What the topic? What is the demand of the topic? In my next lecture, then I will be selecting few topics, and then I will be analyzing those topics in a more practical way, because theory comes first. How you take one topic and then how you analyze it, how you describe it in your own words. And for that, language improvement is must. You must improve your language. Now, outline of an essay is when you read the topic, whatever ideas come to you about that topic. My approach is I am an eclectic person. Eclecticism. Do you know what is eclecticism? Let me talk on this. Eclecticism is that you should know something about everything and everything about something. This is called eclecticism. Something about everything and everything about something. When you know something about everything, you are a generalist. You know everything. You may see on my timeline, I'm sometimes talking on international relations, sometime on political science, the other day on current affairs, then essay writing, then sociology, then gender studies. How I can do these things? One person, some people are asking me, you're Harfani Maula. This is Harfani Maula is because of eclecticism, that you know something about everything and everything about something. So in essay writing, there are different angles. I'm not a philosopher, but I love philosophy. I'm not a psychologist, but I love psychology. I know something about psychology. I'm not a specialist of psychology. I don't claim. So now, philosophical point of view, psychological point of view, history, I love history, historical point of view, culture, sociology, sociological point of view, cultural point of view, religious. I am a student of comparative study of religions. I have read all the religions of the world. I have been to their worship places. So this is an openness to my experience. The other day I was in a Gurdwara with my Sikh friends. So this is an openness to experience. Do you think that you can go a Hindu temple or a Sikh Gurdwara or a Christian church? I have been to Catholic churches, I have been to evangelical churches, I have been to Protestant churches, I have been to all, the denominations of Christianity. So I know what is Christianity. I have been to a synagogue, Jews synagogue. So this is openness to experiences. So economics. I love economics because I apply economics in my daily life. Maximum benefit out of limited resources. This is common sense. Although common sense is a sense which is not common. So these things are parts of common sense. You must know everything about something and something about everything. So if you know essay writing, then you can do that essay writing in CSS, PMS and any exam. Don't focus just on CSS. Yes, I know that you are CSS aspirants, but focus on your personality development generally. If the land is not prepared, so throwing seeds, sowing seeds, that is useless. You are preparing a lot. And that's why out of 20,000, 40,000, only 200 qualify the exam. What is the problem? The problem is personality. The problem is not knowledge. A lot of books available. On this Tareen page, you can see a lot of books. On Meher page, you can see a lot of books. You can see a lot of PDF for compulsory, for optional books. There is no need of recommendations of books. Knowledge is there. Everywhere there are knowledge. Dogar sons and Jangir sons and a lot of industries and factories are going on. Everywhere there are books and there is knowledge. What is not there? That is personality. Yeah, free food there. Thank you, Hafsa, for giving me some relaxing comments. When I was in Gurdwara, so langar is part of their Gurdwara. You must eat langar. So I also go to Data Ganbakhsh and I also eat langar there. So there is spirituality. You find that food more delicious. I also went in Tabligh, and when the people are eating in that Tabligh Jumat food, so that is quite delicious. So this is spirituality, the same thing you eat in different situations, and then you get more taste, more benefit. There was an experiment the other day in New York. A very famous singer, when she goes on her concerts, so hundreds and thousands of people come there. Now the same singer was singing in a train station, and nobody was listening to her. Very few people came and they just looked at her and went away. Why? Context. Context. This is very important. Where you are, with whom you are. This is called spirituality. So coming back to the examination hall, I know that you want shortcuts, tips, what to do and what not to do. Mufta. So I'm not a muft khor, but sometimes you enjoy charity begins at home. So if you give sometime charity to others, so you can also be invited by others. So in examination hall, please, when you see the topic, don't be nervous. I know nothing, because your neurotransmitters inside neuroscience, we study personality in neuroscience also. Central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, your brain gives negative signals. For example, many people now may be listening to me, and if you are thinking that he's just talking nonsense, useless, so you will learn nothing. Intelligent person is mental capability of adjustment with available environment. Something is better than nothing. Maybe you learn something. Why not with a positive mind? So when there is positivity, when you prepare the land, so then the things automatically come to you. But when you close it, so nothing will come to you. So open to experiences. Again, I'm coming back to my personality. Big five. Please search it later in Google. Big five personality. So then we will, when we read the topic, don't be nervous. Stress management. At that time, enjoy. Now you have nothing, you can do nothing. You are already in examination hall. You already paid the fee. You are already there. Now you can't run away. This is called coping. Now cope with the situation. Do whatever you can do in a better way. Give your best of your personality there. And try to select, because we must be selective. In the world there are so many things, especially nowadays because of this information technology. Things are, there is such a variety that you must be selective. So when you select a topic, focus on that topic. Don't be confused. This happens to me also. Oh, if I would have taken that topic, so that was better. Why I took this one? And then you have this guiltiness. You feel guilty inside. So your performance, your blood, your hormones, they are not the same. A happy person, I stress on happiness. If you are a happy person, so automatically your performance will be good. We go into fight or flight. Exactly. You are a psychologist. You know it, that fight or flight. You are already in the battlefield. You can't flee. You can't run away. You must be now there. Do your battle. And the battle you must do with a positive, assertive personality. That is important. So when you select a topic which really appeals you according to your spirituality, start writing on that. Forget about the other topics. Otherwise, this kind of nervousness, why this topic, why not that topic? Don't commit mistakes. Write neat and clean. As I told you, conscientiousness, the people who are conscious, they are neat and clean, organized people. Those people, they are organized. So write in a way, because that is a test of your personality. If you cannot write in a proper way, so exactly, R ya par, hero or zero, do or die. Now you are in the battlefield. So do your battle. Fight with your tools, with your instruments, with your arsenal, with your weapons in a proper way. Win the fight, win the war. And for that, again, your personality is important. What kind of personality you are? Are you a pessimist, a negative-minded person, all the time critical, finding loopholes and pitfalls in others, all the time blaming others, or you can blame your own self also sometime before the battle. But when now you are in the battle, so please fight the battle in a proper way. Okay, you selected the topic, now you started writing. You are writing like a fighter. Now you cannot take chances. Now it is a battlefield. Your one wrong move can make you, I will not use the word martyr because that is a positive word. You will be killed, you will be destroyed. So no destruction, no extermination at that time. That is the challenge that now you are accepting. And this is the thing of doing. This is called heuristic approach, learning by doing. Now is the time that your personality, how you cope with the situation. So please, sometimes we read incorrect in excitement of knowing the answer. Yeah, don't be excited. You should be cool at that time and read the topic. As already I said, analyze the topic linguistically, word by word, letter by letter, what this thing makes sense to you. I give this example. The other day, someone told me on laziness. So when you see the word laziness, you start writing against laziness. The topic was in the favor of laziness, not against laziness. That bad people must be lazy. Then the world will be in peace. If evil people, they are all the time dynamic, energetic, active, so world will be a bad place to live. So Hitler must go on vacations, must go on a beach. Hitler should not be active. So sometimes laziness is good also. So this is called creativity. Don't look at the things from one angle. Philosophical, cultural, sociological, religious, and political, economic. These are all angles to the same topic. If economics is not your optional subject, but please, you must have some background knowledge of economics, of philosophy, of psychology, at least the definition of psychology and philosophy, what it is, economics, political science, you know, foreign policy. You should have an idea of all these things. So please, okay. Now coming back to the examination hall, when you see the topic, select the topic, write the top in a proper way, and at that time relax. I don't know that they allow you to drink water or not, but if you can carry your own water bottle, drink water. I will also drink water now because I'm speaking for 1 hour. So make yourself relax. And once you are relaxed, when your neurotransmitters, your chemicals, your hormones inside your body is performing well, so automatically you will be writing well. So essay writing, that is more literary. Essay is non-technical. Essay is non-technical. Essay is non-systematic. I have explained these words in my 2 lectures on essay writing. They don't write essay in a systematic way and in a technical way. If you write essay on science, so don't use too much scientific terminology. Make it more literary. Now, the next topic, that is the next paper, that is précis and composition. Now again, précis and composition, that is the test of your personality. Brevity is the soul of wit. Can you write, you know, big, large paragraphs in small words? The essence, can you produce the essence, the gist in your own words? Do you have this capability? Now, for example, this lecture may be 2 hours. So can you present the same lecture in 15 minutes? Just the gist, just the important points. So that is called précis writing. Comprehension. You have a paragraph, you read the paragraph. Do you comprehend? Comprehend means, comprehend is a homonym. Comprehend means all inclusive. Do you inculcate? Do you understand that paragraph? So the test of understanding are the questions at the end of paragraph and your own words. Now the most difficult part is use idioms to beat about the bushes, and phrasal verbs, give in. Words are very easy to write. Sentences are very easy to write. But idioms, phrasal verbs, that is very difficult. Even English, I am an English speaking country here, and I listen to English these people speak, Canadians. Even they don't use a lot of idioms and phrasal verbs. Very difficult. If you have a real command on the language, then you can use idioms and phrasal verbs. So how to improve précis and composition? As I said, composition is the next stage of grammar. What is grammar? Grammar is word and sentence. Word and sentence is called grammar. Composition is the next stage. Now you know words, synonyms, antonyms, homonyms, homophones, homographs, acronyms. These are words. You know these words. Pair of words. Sentences. Combine 2-3 words correctly. I see in my timeline people, and they cannot write he does not and I does not. They can't differentiate between does and do. And they are CSS aspirants. For God's sake, you must go through the grammar stage first. Then you come to the composition. Composition is compose. Like in music, when you compose, so you already know the ABC. You already know the Tara Gama. those basics of music. Otherwise, you can't compose. You can't be a composer. Composer means that already you have ingredients. The details of the language is already there in your memory, in your repertoire, in your already you know it. Then you improve the composition. Then you start writing paragraphs and essay writing and novels and fictions, and all these things are composition. That's why in our examination system, they don't, they sometimes focus on grammar, but not on composition. Praise is again the test of your personality. Some people talk a lot, tall talks, too much talking, and no essence. Maybe I'm also one of them, talking too much and then no essence. So praise writing is to get the message out of that paragraph and write that message in your own words. That is called praise writing. Comprehension is that you really understand that the paragraph. And when you understand the paragraph in a real way, then you write answer to those questions in your own words. So again, this is personality. You cannot improve it in one day. This is not mathematics. Mathematics, yes, you can learn in one day. 2 plus 2 make 4. You learn it and finish. But précis, composition, essay writing, current affairs, Pakistan affairs, Islamic studies, this need a lot of knowledge and personality development. Mathematics can be learned in a shortcut way. Mathematics, maybe statistics. Statistics is a branch of mathematics. Arithmetics, geometry. You can read or learn these kind of formal, these are called formal sciences. Or logic, these are formal sciences. For example, A is equal to B, B is equal to C. So A is equal to C. You learned it, finish, shortcut. But précis writing, length of the précis. Précis must be like 1/3, the usual thing, 1/3. It may be 2 words more or 2 words less. Doesn't matter. 1/3, these are the ABC of précis writing. I just want to go a little beyond these basics, because the basics you can find everywhere. I'm not talking to primary or secondary school students. I will deliver a lecture on primary, secondary, college students later on some other day. But now, this time, I think that you people are a little advanced stage. So sometime I'm trying to touch psychological and philosophical aspects of the topic, because I try to make your level advanced. I don't want to start a lecture on 1/3 summary or these things. These are the basics. You must know it. Sir, does our expression matter? Our correct English is enough. No. Accuracy with fluency and impressive, persuasive language, which is called figures of speech. Parts of speech, that is grammar. Figures of speech, that is literature. Then you go beyond the parts of speech. You don't say, for example, you say, I love you. So this is grammar. And if you say, my love for you is like an ocean, so then this is literature. It's the same thing. One is language, general language, and the other is figures of speech. That is literature. You use a simile, or you use a metaphor, or you use personification. You use different figures of speech. So then your language becomes more impressive. Why we read a novel, why we watch a drama hours and hours and we don't feel bored? And just one page of biology book or physics book make us, it's a tedious, kind of monotony. Why? Because literature is impressive. It impresses upon you. It touches you. It touches your mind, your brain, your nervous system, your personality. It goes inside you. Why we listen to music? Okay? And why we sometimes listen, I have my favorite songs and I listen to them like 1,000 times. Why? This is literature. But I will never read a chemistry book 2 times. So simple English is good to be written, or idioms and strong vocabulary should be used? Good questions. Sometime this happened to me when I was just in university and there was an exam, banking council exam. I went and I wrote flowery English and bombastic English, because at that time I memorized Kitabistan dictionary. Each and every word I would challenge people, ask me any question in Kitabistan dictionary and I would answer. Then later I tried to memorize Oxford dictionary also. So I was writing those bombastic kind of flowery English and I didn't qualify that exam, although I was very strong in vocabulary. So what is important? That is correct language and communication. You must communicate your message in a concise, precise way that it makes sense to the examiner. And that examiner will think that tomorrow you are a CSP. So when you talk to people, will the people understand you or not? In our bureaucracy, there are a lot of problems because we people shut our doors to the people. I was assistant commissioner, and one day my father came to my office and my both the doors were open and there were so many people coming to me and talking to me and I was talking to them and open communication. So he told me that it will make you mad. I said, no, I love it. I like it. When you like something, when you love something, it will never make you crazy or mad. So the same when I was in an embassy and when I went there as a head of chancery, and the people would be waiting two doors away. And I told my predecessor that why you are not opening the door? Let them come inside. They won't eat you. If you are self-confident person, you will face them. You will talk to them. They will never ask you, give me $1,000. They will never rob you. They will never kill you. They will never touch you. They are not here just to kill their times. The people come to you for their needs. They won't waste their time and money and traveling, and they will just come for nonsense things. So this personality, if you have before a CSP, communication, don't use difficult words, lot of difficult words, no. But the word must be correct, and those words must be correct in a way that it makes sense to the examiner. Beautiful language. Sometimes there is a difference between term and word. What is the difference? Let me take a little rest. What is the difference between term, T-E-R-M, term, and word, W-O-R-D? Write the difference there in the comments. The difference between word and term. Nur Rahman, please, what is the difference between word and term? W-O-R-D, word, and term, T-E-R-M, term. Somebody tell me is a book. The same mentality. Horin. Change your mentality. Don't ask for books. Ask for knowledge. Ask for understanding. Develop your personality. Just Google, simple Google, CSS books, and you will get a lot of books. Simple, please. Don't ask me books. Don't ask anybody the names of books. Change your personality. Google, simple Google. Do you have Google? The search engine? Write Pakistan CSS books. Just these three words, and you will have a lot of links, and you will have a lot of books in PDF format or maybe in Word format. Exactly. So the difference between words and terms. This is what I'm trying to tell you. That write. Okay, thank you very much, Harun, but don't ask for books. Google it. And you will find a lot of websites, they provide the list of the books. Don't ask for book. Ask for understanding, personality development. So write terms. Don't write difficult words. If you are in a religious topic, so write words or terms like metempsychosis, transmigration. These are terms. Metabolism, photosynthesis. These are terms. All the terms are words, but all the words are not terms. So if you are writing in biology, a topic related to biology, so you must write the terms of biology. International relations. So you must write like liberalism, idealism, constructivism, structuralism, post-structuralism. These are the terms of international relations. Don't write like a common man discussing politics or international relations in newspapers, खबर अखबार. तो मैं आपको ये कहना चाहता हूं कि जब आप लिखते हैं तो लिखने में आपने इस्तिलाहात इस्तेमाल करनी है. इस्तिलाहात, टर्म्स. आपने खामखा के मुख्तलिफ जो मुश्किल अल्फाज है उनको आपने इस्तेमाल नहीं करनी. यस, कुछ अल्फाज जो है वो इस्तिलाहात है, और लेकिन कुछ इस्तिलाह, हर इस्तिलाह जो है वो लफ्ज है, लेकिन हर लफ्ज जो है वो इस्तिलाह नहीं है. तो जब आपने साइंस का टॉपिक लिखना है तो उस टॉपिक पे आपने क्या लिखना है? जार्गन, यस, टर्मिनोलॉजी, ग्लासरी. आपने उस सब्जेक्ट के वर्ड्स को लिखने हैं. दिस इज कॉल्ड टर्म्स. अगर आपने मसलन करंट अफेयर्स पे लिखना है तो आप जो करंट अफेयर्स की लैंग्वेज है उसको आपने इस्तेमाल करना है. अगर आपने इस्लामिक स्टडीज है तो उसकी लैंग्वेज इस्तेमाल करनी है. उस वही इस्तिलाहात और टर्म जो है वो आपने यूज करनी है. टर्मिनोलॉजी, यस. टर्म मीन्स डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ वन वर्ड वी यूज फॉर इट. या, सो टर्म इज a specific word with a specific meaning or definition in a specific subject. For example, climate change. So the word climate and change are common day-to-day words. Climate, climate of Pakistan. Change, change in my life. But when we read climate change in science or environmental science, so the meaning is totally different. The definition, you must now give the definition. Yes, good question, Hafsa. Current affairs language and IR language is almost the same. But current affairs doesn't mean just the current affairs. You must give the background, you must give the present situation and then the future. So now I'm seeing the questions. You can now write questions. I will be answering to your particular questions. Because already I tried to tell you, build your personality in examination hall, take your personality, manage your stress, select the correct topic, write that, fight in a way that you can get maximum results. Correct, impressive language. This is the essence of my this today's lecture. One thing I want to say, English is not a measure of level your knowledge but a language. Rao Mubashir Ayub. English is a very important language. If the world, there are more than 3064 languages in the world. So English is an important language because if you go and you search for a topic, so the details you can find in English. Then the second may be French, Spanish, now Chinese, Russian. These are the official languages of United Nations, and these are the official languages of LSI, Life Skills Institute. You can see the details on my timeline. We are trying to build Life Skills Institute in each village and town of Pakistan and maybe other countries. In Mauritius already we are starting one Life Skills Institute. So the basics, that English is important because it has a lot of knowledge. Now Pashto, Urdu, Punjabi, we have not reached to that standard where the English is. Sir, why is a paper? Write it again, I didn't see it because the comment went up. Sir, does writing matter? How it improve my handwriting? Please tell. Thank you very much. Handwriting should be legible. Legible means it should be understandable. Don't write like diagrams or those beautiful flowers. Write in a way that it can be read by others. Would you be kind enough to guide the students who intermediate? Because English is an international language. Yes, there are many international languages. I myself speak 8 languages, and now I'm learning French and Russian. So languages, all the languages are international. Urdu is an international language. But English is developed language because it is the language of mass media, it is the language of mass communication, it is the language of United Nations, which is used mostly. Even in France, if you go, they are very language conscious people. But still, sometimes you listen to English. French people will never speak to you in English. I'm in Canada. The second official language of Canada is French. So if you go to the French parts and you talk to them in English, they won't respond to you in English. They will respond to you in French. The same, we should be conscious of our own languages. Otherwise, English will invade on all those languages. Cultural invasion. Shoaib Khan, it is possible to prepare IR without tutor. Actually, this tutor division, please don't use such words. You are a CSP. Before a CSP, you should behave like a CSP. This is why personality development. This is not tutor. Don't go for tuitions. Prepare yourself. Build your personality. Create, self-awareness in you. Once you are strong enough, you will never need a tutor or mentor. But yes, if you are a very beginner, so go for some formal education, CSS. Go to some CSS academy, or I don't stop you not doing it. How to improve English? Read, write, speak, and listen. Okay, write more and more. In my timeline, you can only write at least 3 sentences. So when you write, automatically your English will be improved. When you speak, automatically your English will be improved. One more question, it is important to add diagrams, graphs, and tables in a paper. Never, never, never. Who asked this question? I didn't see the name, but the question. Never write diagrams, graphs, and tables in an essay paper, because essay paper is literary language. That is the test of your own personality. Essay is the most personality that you can be tested. So your own words, never diagrams and graphs. Because I told you that the same topic in current affairs, Pakistan affairs will be dealt differently, different language in essay paper and other papers. The language will be totally different. Knowledge, understanding, substance may be the same, but the language will be different. Essay needs special language. How to improve drafting skills in English? Drafting skills is a term which we use in offices, not in CSSR. You draft things for office, not for examinations. In examination, you just practice. Do you prefer self-study or group study? Both. I'm eclectic. Please Google this word, eclectic. Eclecticism. So eclecticism means anywhere you can get a good, take it. If you are good in group, do group study. If you are doing alone, do it alone. But this is why we are now creating LSI, Life Skills Institutes, to make groups. Because you maybe, we have a Pashto proverb that you are very good in your own muhalla, but once you go outside, then you are a totally failure. So group, that is a real test of your personality. Open door policy, public, which rarely found in our bureaucracy. It should be the policy bureaucracy to go with. Yes, exactly. That is public administration. I will deliver a lecture on public administration, how to administer public affairs. This is the problem. Our bureaucracy, once you become CSP, even you people, you will be CSP, you will be totally different. You will never see a CSP like me talking to you for hours and hours. Why? Because I am spiritual. Inside, spirituality is very important. I want to opt computer science. Is it good decision or not? Why you opt? If you opt it, it means there is something in computer science. This is why it attracts you. Go for it. Listen to your inside, your heart. Heart has a reason which reason can't understand. I believe in feelings and emotions, but in foreign policy and other things, we must be rational. How to tackle Islamiyat paper, sir? I personally recommend English language for Islamiyat if it is still an option, and write it in a scholarly way, not a mullah style things, just decorating it with verses and hadiths. No. Comment, because religious comparative study of religions, that is important for you. So write like a scholar. Background in computer science, can I replace this subject with IR? If you have background in computer science, don't change it. I will deliver even a lecture on computer science. Please wait. Computer science is a very good subject. Don't change it. I want to opt economics. Will it be okay? Yes, we have a group, economics with Naeem Khan. Come to that group and we will discuss. Yes, you can. Go for economics. It's not a bad subject. I have seen people scoring in that subject, economics. Hafsa Umar, is it necessary to give historical background in every question, in every subject? Very good question. In essay writing, must you give the historic background and touch history of every question. Just touch 3, 4, 1, 2 sentences. Yes, you must give historic background of each and historical background of each, and again there's a difference between historic and historic. So you must give the background. Sheikh Haris Bashir, how many hours in a day you prefer to students for study? Please listen to my lecture on time management. Whatever time you have available, study. Don't go for clock time. Please listen to my lecture. I will highly recommend to listen to my lecture on time management. Go for real time, not for clock time. I have differentiated clock time and real time in my lecture. What should I have to study daily wise to help me in my CSS exam? Read the syllabus. If you have the syllabus and the topic, so read whatever is there in the syllabus topics. Sir, you mean to say historical background should be in detail in an essay paper? Yes, one paragraph must be there. In essay, it should be given more importance, while in other papers, which economics group? On my timeline, if you go, so we have economics with Naeem Khan. There is a group. You can join that group and discuss economics there. I am student of pharmacy. Sir, should I appear for CSS? I love civil services. Bilal Nisar. So pharmacy is again a professional line, but if you love civil services, then why not? Love is a very strong word. If you really love, if your love is not a false love, so come to civil services. Current affairs change day by day, minute. How can I cope up with that? Mujtaba Hassan. As I said, current affairs is not just current affairs. Past, present and future. That is important. So the current when you are going to the examination hall, before the current affairs paper, just read Dawn newspaper a glimpse, just to have the latest information. This is a very good question. Just let me talk on this question. When you go to the examination hall one day before the current affairs, you can repeat your questions again, which I miss. So read Dawn newspaper, just Dawn. I recommend Dawn, and maybe that Tribune. I'm not a agents of these papers, but I recommend because of language, the authenticity, correctness, that is more than others. Daily Time is also a very good newspaper from critical point of view. So read that Dawn and connect your background knowledge with the latest news of that day. And just refer to those news. Those news you can just refer, but write the background more. If there's a latest development on Palestine issue or Kashmir issue or climate change or population or some other current issue, to just refer to that news. So the examiner will know that you are a person who is, current affairs. But current affairs is not just current affairs. You must have background and future. Regarding personality, how should one introduce oneself? Like when someone asks, give your introduction. Creativity. Don't say, I am Naeem Khan, I am from Pakistan, I am this, that, I am masters. This is a very typical way. Examiner wants to see creativity in you. Are you a creative person or not? So please, on my timeline, I have a lecture on interview viva and how to introduce yourself. And there in the comments, I have written the exact wording that how you can introduce yourself. So you don't say, I am Naeem Khan. You should say, Naeem Khan here, sir. I have masters in environmental sciences, and I have an ambition to be a civil servant, just to improve my own personality and just to help others. Not a typical language. Just try to make the things not so much aggressive, a little assertive, creative, different. Strike a difference. In the CSS examination, they're trying to see the different people who are different from others. That is your distinguishing feature, your competitive edge. This is, competitive edge. Why 200s are selected and 20,000s are rejected? Competitive edge. Boost yourself, market yourself. Okay, make yourself more presentable. Your product, you are a product, a human product. Present yourself that yes, I am the person that you are looking for. I can manage public affairs. I can be an officer, will help Pakistan, will help the people of Pakistan. So then that should be your introduction. Science paper. I have a lecture on science paper on my timeline, and we have a group on natural sciences group. You can join that group even on this page where I'm delivering the lecture. They should create such kind of groups. Aurang Khan Tareen, if you listen to me, so please improve the standard of your page. You are a dynamic person, a very good person. I really appreciate your dynamism, energy. I'm more for energy, action than idea. So you have the action, make it more substantial by having more ideas. So we were talking about the science paper. Science is again a technical paper. Scientific terminology. Must use scientific terms. If you don't use scientific terms and you are attempting the everyday science paper like essay paper or precipe paper, so then that will be useless. You won't get marks in that. And everyday science is the most, the scoring subject. That is an opportunity for you. Do you know SWOT? SWOT, SWOT, strength, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. So everyday science, the science paper is on the top. It has strengths and opportunities, no weaknesses and no threats. Because you can even score 100 marks in that paper if you use exact words. So if you are passionate about CSP, I read a comment. So passion is not only passion, you must prove it. Kindly talk about sociology and gender studies. Again, I have a group on sociology and gender studies on my timeline. I love gender studies and sociology. I'm a gender sensitized person. I look at a person as a person, not as a gender. If I see a woman, although, beauty eyes in the eyes of beholder, but look at the people as person, not as male or female. This is called gender studies. And sociology is the study of society. So society, we are products of society. How social stratification, social classes, sociological survey, that is in sociology. Good subjects. You go for that, but for details, you can join the group. Kind enough to guide the students who have passed intermediate and on intermediate and those graduates, fresh graduates. I have a group, career counseling, on my timeline. So you please go there, and there I have some advice for the young people who have done recently intermediate and metric, maybe SSC, O level, A level. Are you also a feminist? Yes. Feminism is again a misnomer. You know the word misnomer? Misnomer is a word which has a wrong connotation, and then the people believe in that. For example, the word Pathan. I hate the word Pathan. When some people call me Pathan, I want to just, to do whatever I can do with that person. My name, my identity is Pashtun, not Pathan. Because when you listen to the word Pathan, so what comes in your mind? Image. Chowkidar, Naswar, smuggler, bus conductor, driver. That is the image of Pathan in our minds. But when you say Pashtun or Pashtun, so it is totally different. The same person, but the image is different. Then you say this Pashtun is a person with values, family, property, a person with honor, gallantry. So what is this? This is linguistics, pragmatics. Words, look at the word God and dog. G-O-D and D-O-G. Same letters. But what a difference between D-O-G and G-O-D. Just think over it. Huge difference. So, words are important. Feminism, we have some wrong ideas with the word feminism. I'm a feminist. But feminism doesn't mean that I'm just trying, to consider men. When I was in CSA, Civil Services Academy, so we made a group, and the name of the group was Men's Rights Society. That men's are discriminated because the faculty and the people, the whole attention was on female, and then the men, we boys, we people, nobody was giving us importance. कोई हमें घास नहीं डाल रहा था, लड़कों को, मर्दों को, तमाम जो है ना वो औरतों पे और लड़कियों पे उनका फोकस होता था. So this is gender sensitization. Feminism doesn't mean that only women and talks of women and that. That is to create gender consciousness. That what matter, that is society, culture, not biology, not your sex. If you are born a female, and there are 5 genders, please keep in mind. This I have discussed in my gender studies. There are not only 2 genders or 2 sexes. There can be transgenders. There can be, 3rd gender, 4th gender, 5th gender. The details are there in that lecture or the comments. So I am a feminist. Okay, sir, how to create logical coherence in arguments for essay writing? Sidra. Okay, so coming now to the serious stuff. Coherence. That is very important. Each paragraph must be connected with the other paragraph, and each sentence must be connected with the other. This is organization, organizational capability. Can you organize things? For example, in your own room, in your bedroom, do you have the things in an organized way or just in a haphazard way? So although art lies in concealing art, please listen to this sentence. Art lies in concealing art. What is art? Art is to conceal art, to hide art. For example, abstract art. मैं उसको बुखारी कि मैं उसको अनानास समझ रहा था और वो औरत निकली, the other way around. So, this is art, concealing art. So, my lecture will be not now on feminism and gender studies. Male-dominated society. This is called chauvinism. Chauvinism. Yesterday I told in a lecture that our honor is only for women. In the foreign policy lecture, I challenged all the industrialists and economists and businessmen and business persons in Pakistan. Can you make a small mobile? Where is your honor? As a Pakistan, 220 million people are living, and they can't make your own mobile, patented mobile. Somebody told me Q mobile. Q mobile is a Pakistani mobile. So then the other person corrected, no, that is a Chinese or Korean technology. So if we as a nation cannot make, forget about cars and helicopters and aeroplanes, but can we make a one mobile set, Pakistani mobile set? We can't. So where is our honor? Our honor is just to focus on women. Don't do this thing and do that thing. And sometimes I ask some female members that, can you write a small video? Can you write, can you share your picture? Can you? No, my family, they will kill me. So what kind of society we are? Tomorrow you are a CSP and you are talking to hundreds and thousands of people. Will you cover your face? And where will be the communication? So please, Bilal Nisar, I'm not ignoring you. Please write the question. I'm not looking at the questions when I'm a little emotional. So write your question again. I went for praying prayer and I am back. Thank you so much. Muhammad Mustafa. Okay. So welcome back. Right, Bilal Nisar, your question again. Hasib Adil, which subject will you recommend, Indo-Pak history or US history, as the latter also helps in IR and international law? Good question. Uh, my subject was Indo-Pak history. So although I studied US history, go for Indo-Pak history, but US history is very concise and you have a lot of points. Again, I have a history group on my timeline, so you can discuss in detail there. What is research-based study? Usama Azim. Research-based study is knowledge creation. You create knowledge. You don't read knowledge. You don't read somebody else's books or articles. You write your own articles. And when you write that, you do research before that. In developed society, in United States, Germany, Scandinavian countries, and Canada, now their focus is on knowledge creation, not reading. We are just after books. Give me a book for CSS. I want to do CSS and I want to do it with 5 books. This is our approach. So knowledge creation is to create knowledge, more knowledge. Physics, IR, international law, environmental sciences from a good combination. It is. It seems to be a good combination. Just do it. वाला पर्सन CSS कर सकता है मीर हमीद नॉर्मल माइंड यस नॉर्मल माइंड ही कर सकता है अगर आपका माइंड नॉर्मल नहीं है अगर आप ए नॉर्मल है मतलब आप नॉर्मल नहीं है या एब नॉर्मल है या सुपर नॉर्मल है तो फिर आपको नहीं करना चाहिए नॉर्मल लोगों को करना चाहिए मैं हो सकता है सुपर नॉर्मल मुझे भी नहीं करना चाहिए था मुझे कोई यूनिवर्सिटी चलानी चाहिए थी बजाय CSP बनने की तो अगर आप नॉर्मल नहीं है तो आप CSS नहीं कर सकते एब नॉर्मल लोगों को नहीं करना चाहिए आप नॉर्मल होंगे तो CSS करेंगे ठीक है ये नॉर्मल लोगों का काम है CSP जो है वो कोई आसमान से या कोई एलियंस नहीं है कोई एक्स्ट्रा टेरेस्ट्रियल मखलूक नहीं है आम लोग ही CSP बनते हैं जितने भी CSP है पाकिस्तान में कितने होंगे फॉरेन ऑफिस में 500 है और 1947 से अभी तक होंगे मेरे ख्याल में कोई 10,000 20,000 तो 20-30 हज़ार लोग CSPs होंगे लेकिन पाकिस्तानी कितने हैं 220 मिलियन है तो उसमें 30-40 हज़ार CSPs होंगे ये नॉर्मल लोग है कोई वो नहीं है आसमान से कोई मखलूक नहीं है अच्छा नॉर्मल ये है कि आप इंटेलिजेंट हो you adjust yourself with available environment mentioned earlier that I am currently enrolled in LLB which subject should I study besides studying LLB subjects so in law already you have 2-3 subjects from law then international law current affairs compulsory subjects go for sociology and maybe gender studies okay Shiroz Babar new people are joining please write the question again I don't see any question in front of me I will just now focus on questions Mushtaba Hassan sir a question yes please abnormal भी कर सकते हैं एबनॉर्मल को नहीं करना चाहिए एबनॉर्मल अगर मेंटल एबनॉर्मल है हैंडीकैप नहीं हैंडीकैप के लिए मेरे ख्याल में कोई अलग कोटा है फेडरल पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन पे जाए जो हैंडीकैप लोग होते हैं वो कर सकते हैं what is the functionality of a CSP in military land and cantonment group this was my choice group although foreign service was the only group I wanted to join because I was a PMS officer you have that is a very good group you are a big boss although you are with the military people and sometimes you are overshadowed by them by army people but your house office and the place where you will work you are helping people I love this group to say that it should not prepare current affairs from this early no prepare don't misunderstand me prepare the background and the current which is now and the future but before going to the current affairs paper to examination hall that time read the paper just to have the current information and refer to this information in the paper Moonbeam oh again I couldn't see your question did you have a lecture on working and scope of the 12 I have already a lecture Hafsa you are manager of my group and you don't know there is a lecture on the occupational groups of CSS you should know at least already I have a lecture on all the groups in the comparison of the groups. I can't laugh in question of the year, abnormal CSPs. Okay. So, how to improve analytical skills? Yes, I have a complete lecture on Meher, that site, and also on my timeline, critical thinking, analytical skills, and creative approach. Please go to my timeline and you will have a 2 hours lecture on analytical skills. How to improve vocabulary per day. Again, I have a vocabulary lecture. Please go and listen to that lecture. किसी बंदे को एक्स्ट्रा जीनियस या जीनियस इंटेलिजेंट, हाँ अच्छा, डेमोक्रेसी ये है हामिद अली खान कि हर बंदा जो है वो इंटेलिजेंट है, हर बंदा वो कॉन्शियस है. हम लोगों में कम्प्लेक्सेस है, एहसास कमतरी है. हर बंदा, डेमोक्रेसी क्यों डेमोक्रेसी है? हर एक बंदा जो है वो, what is the merit of foreign services? Please go to my timeline and you see a lecture on the comparison of foreign services. I read newspaper, I read newspaper 10 hours a day. No, 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 no. Very wrong approach. Newspaper only and only 30 minutes to 1 hour. This is a very wrong approach that newspaper will make you a CSP. No, just 1 hour. Just read the basic things and relate the newspaper to your compulsory and optional subjects. US history, psychology, business, ed. Moonbeam, yes, your I remember that you complained in other that I didn't listen to you, but sorry. This is a very good combination. Apparently, there is no problem in it. Go for it. For details, I have a lecture on selection of optional subjects. You can come there. Somebody said to me that I are help in essay, but I have background in computer science. Everything help in every other thing. Knowledge is interconnected. And this is called eclecticism, Muhammad Arsalan Afzal. This is why I focus more on eclecticism. IR helps you in the current affairs related subjects, but maybe English literature helps you in the literary, philosophy helps you in the philosophical subjects. Dan is also so lengthy and with loads of details. How can one read? According to your syllabus and optional papers. Just go quick where you can find. Please, I have a lecture on CSS preparation methodology. 4 steps are there. Read those 4 steps, then you will understand how to read the newspaper. Muhammad Asad Qureshi. If we have 1 year in, then how much time we should spend? Look, time management. Listen to my lecture on time management. Once you are satisfied that you understand now the subject, then go to the next subject. Don't just skip from one subject to another subject. Just start from one subject to another subject, and once you are satisfied, then go for that. Okay. Next. You love me so much, Hamid Ali Khan. Thank you. I love you too. Love is a spiritual phenomena. We should love each other. Love is not something bad. Read Rumi. Rumi. I will recommend. One of my optional subjects was Persian. So, Rumi is a great, great, great genius. Read Rumi whenever you have time. I'm doing a great job, but I wanted you also to do a great job, not only me. After doing CSS, why CSP set red tape policy for general public before? Yes, the same question I will ask you, Zahid Hussain, when you will become a CSP. Sir, one more question. Yes, write it. Where it is. How to learn to book rather. Again, the comment went, please repeat it. We weak energy from you. Okay, to get energy, use energy and but BAT pe discuss kare. BAT. I don't know what do you mean by BAT. I just love Canada. How can I come there? I have even a lecture on Canada, how to come to Canada. Go on my timeline. Although that lecture is in Pashto, but you can ask somebody to translate that to you if you don't understand Pashto. So how to come to Canada? There are ways you can come because Canada is a big country and there are 36 million people only. So they welcome new people. How much minimum time is required normally to prepare all the subjects in a good way? Depends on you, Saad. How much already you are prepared. So for me, at least 1 month per subject is the minimum time. Sir, why can't you see my question, sir? It is important to write difficult vocabulary. No, I already answered to this question. Moonbeam, please don't be that much critical. I already answered this question, that correct vocabulary and terminology, not difficult vocabulary. IR, US, gender studies, yes, good combination. ओके डिस्कस करिए आप. ओके मैं डिस्कस कर रहा हूं, लेकिन मैं क्वेश्चंस को देखना चाहता हूं कि किसी का क्वेश्चन न रह जाए. हाउ टू लर्न बुक रादर देन just reading the book. Exactly. When you read the book, understand the book. English, Islamiyat paper in English. My personal recommendation. If you cannot write Quranic verses or hadith in English, so your English is not good. A challenge for you. Why not in English? What about my question? What was your question, Shoaib Khan? Write it again. Write your question, Shoaib Khan. I'm waiting for you. How should we be the conclusion of every question? Conclusion should be the summary. What did you write? That is the gist. Maybe some examiners, they just read the concluding paragraphs. So those should be very impressive. I have problem in history of USA. Do you in favor of? Yes, yes. Come to the history group. Khalid Walid, Mustafa. Okay. Be proud of that. One more question. You write one more question, but I don't see the question. My question be to go public and state without other pressures. Being CSP or the tell superannuation, where is the other? Yeah, after 60 years you are superannuated, you are retired. So before that, maybe they are busy in other things. Good books for Islamiyat. Again, the same question. Google and Wikipedia. These are the good books. Okay, Muhammad Adil Nawaz. Next, Islami, I think there is a book, Nazar-e-Hayat, or Professor Khurshid. You can find the Urdu, English books also. I have a slight problem in speaking. I can't speak T and D clearly and correctly. I just end up saying ki, ji. Okay, speaking needs practice. Speak more and more practice. Not Pathan, Izad Ali. I hate the word Pathan. If you are proud of me, so don't call me Pathan. I hate this word. Call me Pashtun. Okay. How are my optional US history, IR gender, socio-economic, criminology? Good. I have a lecture on Monday on criminology, on a recorded lecture. Come to that. Please. Yes, good combination. Either I should go for computer science or IR. Computer science, I told you, go for computer science. Okay, so now will be my concluding remarks. If somebody I couldn't answer your replies, you can later on talk to Tareen. Tareen is again a Pashtun tribe. Ayub Khan, the president, was Tareen. Great people. I am not a racist, but we should be proud of our identity. Pakistan is our identity. We must be proud of that. Once you are not proud, you are in an inferiority complex. You know, people are changing their names. I have seen people, they change their name from Muhammad. They don't write now. So be proud of whatever you are, where you are born. Be proud of that. Then you will get a personality. Gender studies or sociology? Gender studies. So please develop your personality. That is very important. Be an impressive personality. Your personality must be impressive. It means when you meet people, what is the impression of people about you? That is your personality. Take an essay without studying IR. Yes, yes, you can, Arsalan Afzal. Essay, each subject needs its own focus. You cannot prepare essay from IR. Will I be able to tackle essay? Yes, you can. Yes, मैं डिस्कस करूंगा तो क्या डिस्कस करूंगा, यही डिस्कस कर रहा हूं कि अपनी शख्सियत पे नजर रखे, अपने जहन पे, अपने जिस्म पे और अपनी रूह पे, इन तीन चीजों पे नजर रखे. मेरे टाइमलाइन पे एक स्पिरिचुअलिटी ग्रुप भी है, हैप्पीनेस ग्रुप भी है. खुश रहे. जो बंदा हैप्पी होता है ना, उसके नर्व्स, उसके आसाब, सब कुछ फिर काम करने लग जाता है. वो फिर मतलब एनर्जी उसमें आ जाती है, तवानाई आ जाती है. तो अगर आप एक ऐसे बंदे हैं जो हर वक्त खाफा और परेशान और तनकीदी और ये वो, तो वो फिर आपकी जो परफॉर्मेंस है, आपकी जो कारकर्दगी है वो मुतासर हो जाती है, तो वो नहीं करना चाहिए। आप लोगों का बहुत शुक्रिया, थैंक यू वेरी मच। प्लीज फोकस ऑन पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट व्हेन यू आर इन एग्जामिनेशन हॉल, that is the test of your personality. Read stress management techniques in Google. Just put these things in Google and you can find a lot of information. Nowadays it is not a textbook. In Finland textbook is now prohibited. Okay, they don't use textbooks because textbooks make you very narrow minded. Go get knowledge from anywhere available. Don't go just for one book. This book mentality, please forget about it. Google, Wikipedia, Google Books, read books. I'm not against books, but just don't focus on books. Books should be one of the source for your knowledge. It should not be the only source. One of the source, yes, but not taken each topic from various subjects. Reading comprehension, if you read correctly, then you will comprehend it and then you will answer the questions. So thank you very much. This is morning here in Canada, so I will be going to eat something. All the best. Take care. Be spiritual. Be happy people. And try to develop your personality and be, in a way that you impress people, not just impressing by your looks. Also, because personality is inside and outside, both. You might have heard the famous story of Sheikh Sadi, Gulistan, when he went to a charity and the people didn't let him inside because his clothes were not impressive. So when he went back and changed the clothes and he went back to the same event and the people let him, so he was putting his sleeve in the dish. People asked him why you are doing it. He said, this dish, this invitation is for my clothes, not for me. And sometimes you see people very impressive from outside, a lot of impression. But when you just talk to them for a few minutes, then you know that this person is hollow from inside, shallow, nothing inside, just outside. So both aspects of personality, that is important. Thank you very much. All the best. बहुत शुक्रिया. अपना ख्याल रखिएगा. And please keep in mind that CSS is the test of your personality, not knowledge. Thank you. All the best. I think we will continue such kind of discussions in future also. All the best.